guys, welcome back to Law Study Kit. I realized that I talk a lot about how to become a lawyer and how to pass NCA exams, and a lot of people are wondering if they do end up becoming a lawyer in Ontario, how much can they actually make? And that's a good question because if you're investing thousands and thousands of dollars into becoming a lawyer, how much return will you actually get? So to answer this question, it really depends on what type of work you do, where you work, and the amount of experience that you have. So for instance, if you work at a law firm, you're going to be getting paid a different amount. If you work at a corporation in-house, you can expect to make something different. And so in this video, I want to talk about how much can you expect to make if you are a first-year associate. So first-year associate meaning that you're called to the Ontario Bar this year and you started practicing law in this year. So this is your first year of practicing law. Now, the other thing I want to focus on is something that came shocking to me is that once you become a lawyer and you start getting paid, you pay taxes. And, the amount of taxes that you pay is significant. And so when you hear people saying that, I'm making $100,000 a year, they're making much less than that after paying all of the taxes. So in this video, I will focus on how much you can expect to make if you work at a law firm or if you work at a corporation. And then I would also like to tell you how much taxes you will be paying. So if you're interested, keep watching. And I have looked at different recruiting agencies in Toronto. They release their reports every year talking about how much salary you can expect if you are working as a lawyer. So if you are a first-year associate, meaning you're starting to practice law this year, and you work at a law firm, you can expect to make somewhere between, and again, depending on what type of law firm you work at, you can expect to make somewhere between $55,000 a year to $81,000 a year. So anywhere between $55,000 and $81,000 if you're working at a law firm. Okay, now let's try to just understand this a bit more, rather than just being like, oh, I'm going to be making $55,000 a year. Not really. So $55,000 a year means that you're going to be paying taxes on it. So in Ontario, if an employer pays you $55,000, the employer is supposed to deduct federal taxes, provincial taxes, then your contribution towards your pension plan, and then your employment insurance. So federal taxes, provincial taxes, Canadian pension plan, and then employment insurance. So after taking out money for all of these different things, you can expect to pay taxes worth $13,000. So if you're earning $55,000, you're paying $13,000 just for taxes and other contributions. So what you're really making is approximately $41,000 a year, which is $3,500 per month. So that's what you're making. Now, the amount of taxes that you pay goes up if you're earning more income. So let's move on now to the higher amount, which I said was $81,000. $81,000, after all the taxes and the contribution that I mentioned, federal tax, provincial tax, Canadian pension plan, and employment insurance, you're paying about $20,000 towards taxes. So what you're really making is around $60,000. So somebody comes up to you and says, we'll pay you $81,000 per year. And you're like, wow, that's a lot of money. What you're really getting is $60,000. And $60,000 is about $5,000 roughly a month. So just keep that in mind, that if you're a student looking to work, or if you're actually a first-year associate, or somebody who wants to become a lawyer, just remember that everything that you see on the internet, and you go onto these recruiting websites and you're like, whoa, these lawyers are getting paid too much money. Well, a lot of it is going to taxes as well. So just keep that in mind. So now I'm going to move on to in-house counsel. So those are lawyers who work in-house. So for instance, at a corporation, at a bank, or for a company, anywhere which is you're working in-house. So in-house, according to my research, you can expect, and if you're first year in-house counsel, first year, again, that means you just got called to the bar and this is your first year practicing law, you can expect to make anywhere between $83,000 to $125,000. Okay, so again, you can see that if you work in-house, you get paid a little bit more. But let's do the math now. So $83,000, I already did the math for $81,000, so you kind of just know where you're at. So let's just say $125,000. That's a lot of money. So let's do the math. So after doing all the taxes and contributions, you will be paying about $38,000 just for taxes and contributions. So as you can see, the higher you earn, the more your contributions, the more taxes you're paying. Okay, so if you make, for instance, $125,000, what you're really getting is $86,000, and per month that's about $7,000, which is a lot of money. But again, just remember that $125,000 after taxes, it really is approximately $86,000. So I really wanted to talk about this because I feel like a lot of people just think that, they will get paid a lot. But when you really start getting paid, you realize that a lot of it is going to taxes. And then, if you're living in downtown Toronto, you're paying rent or mortgage. That is also excessively high. So when you are thinking about becoming a lawyer, just keep these costs in mind. If you do your own research and you go onto these recruiting websites where you see that they're paying $60,000 or $70,000, you want to understand that that's not the money that you're going to be getting in your bank account. After taxes and everything, you will be getting a lower amount. And if you are interested in knowing more about how to calculate taxes and how I did it, there's a website that I will link down below. If you just put the numbers, the website will do the math for you. It will calculate your federal taxes, provincial taxes, pension plan, and employment insurance, and it will tell you how much you're paying taxes and how much you're actually earning. So if you're interested in that, I will link that down below. I usually do it because I just like to understand how much do I really need to make to be getting this much, because a lot of it goes into taxes. So I hope that this was helpful. This was really shocking to me because when I was a student, I really didn't make a lot of money, and when you earn less, you really don't pay a lot of taxes. But when you start making a little bit of money, a lot of it goes into taxes. So just keep that in mind. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're looking to see more of these videos in terms of, the reality of being a lawyer, please do comment below. I'll try to come up with more ideas. But this is a topic that I really wanted to share because, whoever is investing their hard-earned money into becoming a lawyer, you should really know how much return you can get. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.